Hello, lovely crafty people. I'm Debs. Welcome back to my channel, Creative Book Shack. It's Friday. It's Flip Through Friday. Why can't I ever say that? Flip Through Friday. That's what it is, anyway. And today I am going to double up Flip Through Friday, which is hosted by the lovely Gwen at Gwen the Trash Witch, with a couple of things that I've just finished this week. One of them is the journal for hashtag JJ Madness, which is hosted by Susan. I totally love it. And this month, her guest collaborator was Yvette at DC Art Dolls Studio. And the subject for this month's JJ Sketches was children's book. And here's mine. So I found a copy of Beatrix Potter's Peter Rabbit, and here is my cover. I decoupaged a tissue onto gingham, left the main image of the front cover, added some lace, added a carrot dangle, which I actually love, and I've tied it loosely with just some twine. So let's have a look. I'd bought some, it was a photo album and photo cards from a charity shop. I stuck these in the front and in the back covers. So in here we have the theme of this, by the way, if you haven't guessed it already, is rabbits. So we have a journaling card, we have a tuck spot, the picture, the image. This is a postcard in there. This is some Stamperia paper, which just goes with a sort of garden theme, has some writing space on the back. Here we have, this is another piece of Stamperia paper. I've added some transfers and stickers to it, and here and here. Now, oh, missed a page. I have kept the opening of the stories because I think you need to know what's going on. After that, I've covered up all the words. So on here we have a hidden paper clip with some lace and a postcard either side, decorated either side. Here we have a belly band made out of ribbon. No, it's not. It's the gingham that's on the front. And I found these funky buttons, rabbit buttons, and put some bookmarks in there. That's a transfer, that's a sticker. Don't know if you can see the shimmery gold on that. And then I just watercoloured backgrounds basically and added some twine, the same twine as for the front. This was a digital from Joey Cardmaker. This is more writing space from one of those postcards. This I just made from a little bit of decoupage, a sticker and some lace. There's another little sticker back there. There's rabbits everywhere in this. Uh-oh. I nearly had a disaster. I did this morning. This is a piece of aged, well, I've aged it with alcohol ink, sellotape, and the reason it's there is because I cut a hole in the page this morning. I was sizing up this to go on here, and rookie error, had it on the page, sliced through the page. What an idiot. This is, I'll tell you what this is. This is the opening out of that tissue box. and I've covered it with rabbit material, fabric. In here we just have a little collage of rabbits and their food on a writing card that fits into there, does fit into there. And then here we have some packaging which I thought looked a bit like garden netting. I've got 2 altered playing cards in here. I always like to leave a corner so you can see what playing card it is when I do playing cards. This was something I did for JJ's sketches, and it's a slidey thing with writing underneath it. This is Mr. McGregor looking for Peter Rabbit, and I just added some stickers on there. You're going to close for me? It will close for me. There we go. Told you it would close. Right, on this page, this is napkin decoupaged onto paper. In here we have a postcard, another one of that rabbit series postcards. There's the cat. And on here we have a postcard desk thing. This is a transfer that I've just put onto blank card and inked. And there's a little rabbit poking out there. Here we have another one of those postcards, more images from Joey Cardmaker's Easter collection, which is lovely. And this is the end of the story. So I've left that there as well. And inside these doors, we have Mother Rabbit and Peter Rabbit, safe but exhausted. Here we have more Beatrix Potter catalogues. Characters is the word I'm looking for. And a rabbit in the middle. And then also another one of those frames, which also feature rabbits. And we've got some stickers and some transfers in here. We've got another little journaling spot. We have some more tissue and gingham. We have a little tag. And I found a thing, a stamp thing. What have I done with it? I found it at a charity shop. And it's really, really fiddly. And you put all these little letters in with tweezers. So I created that says the Creative Book Shack. And I thought in each of my journals, I'll just stick one of those in. So that is my JJ Madness children's book for May, which was the challenge. I can't wait till the 1st of June to find out what the June challenge will be. The other thing I have finished this week is this, and this is a sewing stitching journal made out of what looks like a box that housed a quiche. So the front cover, this is just scrapbooking paper. This I cut out from a postcard. This I don't know where I got from. Some old tape measure and some buttons. On the back, the dangle here, an old thimble, bit of the same tape measure. This is actually a stitch counter, but I thought it looked like a cotton reel. And this is a charm. It's not a proper needle. It is not going to injure anybody. And just some cheesecloth with a button sewn on. On the back, I have this envelope into which I have put my Creative Book Shack label and a load of buttons. And I've attached this material at the back, which I've sewed to go round top to bottom because it fills up that gap. The tape measure goes round to the inside. In here we have various stitching ephemera and a writing card. I'm never quite sure how many journal pages to fill with stuff or whether to leave space for other people to fill it. So for the signatures, I have used vintage pattern paper, I have used patterns, and I have used pages from a crochet book from the 1950s or 60s and an embroidery book. I really like these pockets. They're so easy to do. Make a tube, fold it at an angle, cut holes in it. There you go. That's simple, isn't it? I've put some tags in that bit. And if when you fold it and stick it together, you only stick behind this bit, you can use it as a belly band as well. And I've put some journaling cards that are pictures of old samplers in there. Here we have some more tags, all taken from some sort of stitching ephemera. I've left those pages. We have a little pocket here with a booklet with some more tags. That's just I think I stamped that. This is a wraparound pocket, so it's actually a hidden paper clip with a pocket that goes either side of the page, and inside I've put some small writing cards with tabs, all with this is an embroidery pattern. Then I've left these pages blank. Here we just have a small pocket with some bits of old tape measure. This is the center pocket. You can see I've attached it with elastic, so you can add and remove pages as you wish. These bits are just stamped. What do we have in here? We have some instructions from a pattern and a journaling card. In this one we have some material and another journaling card and a very large paper clip that I've just included to hold those together. This I just made out of a piece of card in the scrap drawer and some hole reinforcers that I made with a stamp, and I've attached different bits of ribbon in there for someone to use. Bit more. This, I've used a old nappy pin. I saw Natasha at Treasure Books make these dangles with buttons, which I thought were really cute. On this side I've included that trim, and on this side I've used this dyed lace with just some other images. This is just a flappy writing space, and then we come to the second signature. In the middle it says crafted with care. I took that off a packet of biscuits. In here we have a flip-flop thing with some papers in. That's a transfer. That's just made out of an index card and some spare thread. Then we have this writing bit attached with dyed embroidery anglaise. What else do we have? Here at the top of the page I've just put I've reinforced it, put some holes and attached some different threads either side. This is another pocket. This side has a postcard and some crochet. It's about 50 years old, these crochet patterns. Actually, they're about 70 years old. And in this side, we have the cover of an embroidery magazine that, again, I think this is 1940s, that one. On this page, I have just stapled different types of fabric that can be used in this journal. We have some pages to journal on. We have a pocket with a thinner tag. We have a picture with a picture frame. We have some swatches of material that include pictures. So that one's got cat. And then back here, we have some more tape. We've got some coffee dyed cheesecloth and we've got some Winnie the Pooh. And then, like I said, on the back, we've got a pocket full of buttons. This is my first sewing journal. I've never tried one before. What I'm trying to do is do lots of different things, basically. Sort of discover what my style is, what I prefer to do. Why won't you come through there? Ah, there we go. Let's have a big bow like that. So these are the two I finished this week. I've got, how many have I got? 12 sitting up on the side that I've done. So I'm thinking about starting a little shop. I don't know whether anyone would be interested, but anyway, I might give it a go. This week I am moving on to what I'd like to do for next week is to finish this. This is my first boho journal. It's got a few bits and pieces in here, but not much. But I do love the papers. I love the papers and I love this stuff. I don't know what it is, but I love it. And this is an Oriental journal. I quite enjoy this front cover, actually. I've not put very much in here, but again, the papers are quite funky. So these are the two I plan to finish next week that I'm currently working on. Yeah, there's a lot to do in these. This one's quite a big one. Thank you very much for stopping by. Always lovely to see you. Thank you to Gwen for hosting #FlipThroughFriday. And also, thank you to Susan at I Totally Love It and Yvette at DC Art Dolls Studio for hosting Junk Journal Madness. I had a lot of fun with that Peter Rabbit book. So have a lovely weekend, everyone, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye for now.